Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we explored a couple of locations on the final island, specifically the food vendor street, which had Fuyuhiko and, quite frankly, nothing else, and, okay, scratch that, there was a Monokuma sticker there, and we explored the factory, where we found out that Monokuma's making a bunch of merch of himself. Other than that, really not a whole hell of a lot else. So I guess we'll continue our exploration of the 5th island with the military base. I keep on wanting to say armory, because it just kind of looks like that to me, but I guess that is not the case. That thing over there... Is that a tank? Is it real? I am honestly surprised Kazuichi isn't here, tearing everything apart. Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. Well, hell, he was flying this. It's gotta work. I mean, we saw him flying it in Chapter 1. There's our freaking escape vehicle, people. Unless he is keeping an eye out on us like that. So, that's probably going to be the last one we find. So, where do we begin? I think we're going to work our way left to right, starting with this truck. Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. You're 16. This is the point where you start learning. Oh, right. Japanese culture. They probably don't... not everyone probably learns to drive. That makes sense. Sorry. And besides, it's not like I can escape the island by driving off of it. Well, there's a sense of escape that you can experience, as dark as that is. Oh, there's something in the cargo box. Firearms, and there's a ton of them! There's a lot of different weapons, like guns and anti-tank rockets, carelessly stacked in here. Is it really alright to handle these so carelessly? How about you, Sonia? Are you impressed by their military might? Probably not, since you are a warmongering nation who has conquered apparently half the planet. This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive. These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the Future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate the stuff like tanks and heavy weapons. Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank no problemo. No problemo? A course in modern warfare is a required class in all the grade schools. An obsession with anime, and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them. If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us. No, that is wrong. Well, I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What is this? I assume it belongs to Monokuma. It was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be useful? Do you think it could be a useful clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written in here, I do not know much. But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. And what's the plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. Central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. And because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? They're really dropping a lot of words in this chapter already. But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean. However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? Vaguely. You mostly just talked about the, Sparkling Justice. It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we could not find such a building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right? The only thing that kinda seems to have resembled that in all of our exploration so far is still that, quote, ancient ruins on the second island. Is there anything else that I'm neglecting? Not that I'm aware of. At least not that we've really found on the fifth island so far. But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters, could it be the same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters, or so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell's going on? We were so distracted by all the horrible situations that kept happening, one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island. But what's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. Okay, wow, that was a information dump. And I have no idea what to make of any of it. This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Where the hell's Kazuichi? This would be like the place for him. He'd be losing his damn mind. I mean, anti-air missiles. There's Akane. Is she gonna fight the helicopter? Please fight the helicopter. Man, this place is boring. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank there. Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all. And that goes for women, too. You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. No, thank you. Boob pillows? I like how he did a double take on that. So this has got to be the same helicopter. This helicopter. Yeah, sure enough. Is this a helicopter Monokuma used to execute Teru Teru? This helicopter, don't screw with me. Bam. Ow! Hajime, what happened? It's nothing. I'm fine. I couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it, I'm so weak. Does no one realize the implications of having a working helicopter? Honestly. And we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna punch the helicopter and leave. Wow. Some people really... Okay, that seemed like a drastic oversight. Unless something's weird with it? Like, something's weird with this. Sea King Industries. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with aquaticism. Okay, I guess we went right on. Oh, they're making Mono Beasts. I can tell that right away. There's a bunch of strange machines. Okay, so I guess it would make sense that Kaz would be really interested in this place too. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric insulation and other machine parts. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. Well, there are other places that seem to... This seems like it'd be more than 100 employees, honestly. And this place looks like the research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here. This company obviously doesn't make machine parts, so just what the heck are they making here? He's right, it's like they're making something more dangerous. Seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. We're going to take a look at that last. There he is. Back in the shadows. So it makes me wonder where the last one is. And it looks like they're making... It looks like they're making a person down there. Probably is kind of the same way that they did Monokuma. Is that it? Just Kaz and those things? Well, we'll start with Kaz. Unless he's already gone through his spiel. Hey, hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you're just starting laughing. You just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously. What else am I going to do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. What are you talking about? Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it, it gave me goosebumps. Delusional story? So, what was written in the email anyway? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. And these riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously? That's not realistic at all. So these riots just keep growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society. Until eventually, it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots start getting circulated, and strange incidents start occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world, as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? It sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title. Whoever wrote this needs to come up with a better story idea, because this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot? On that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Hey, about that. Are you sure it's okay to say that it's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but there's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. I feel like I should know this reference. But then again, I'm also not a big horror movie buff, so maybe it's not such a big deal. You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending? There's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. After all, they've only talked about it throughout the game so far, so I want to take a look at this right here. This has me, honestly, a little interested. This automated machine looks like it's making something. Is this a mannequin? It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot? Seriously, how can they make robots? Hey, just how far did the technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here? It is a similar humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe. But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation too. Okay, so, this has me really curious. Remember, what? God, it must be almost 100 parts ago. I postulated that Chiaki might be an android. Funny enough, we did get a robot, just not the person that I was thinking. That's a really strange coincidence. But the fact that there's like humanoid skin on something that's a little more proportionately appropriate, it kind of brought that discussion back to my mind. It's something for me to keep aware of. Again, I mean, okay, so there's no way. Okay, last bit here. This machine is making another machine? The finished product looks like a modeled after a four-legged animal. Hey, doesn't that animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the Monobeasts? Is there any chance that those Monobeasts were created here? The Monobeasts were created here?
Yup!
what this place is for. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? That's why it's just fine. That was weird. What the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. It doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced. I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be Sea King Industries, but it's not anymore. After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason? It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why? Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into that stuff. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off watching kids kill each other. Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption. I mean, if that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction, but the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. Well, that's it for this one. So does that mean that there's something else that we need to take a look at? Interesting. Oh, hey there. Hey Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up for you, Hiko? I was thinking you've probably finished exploring this island by now. Well, thanks for telling me we're done. You're right, I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now. Then do you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, sure, I don't mind. I figure it'd be annoying if we all went back to hotel for this. But there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet there. I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know Fuyuhiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that, huh? Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with food stands. So, I guess now that we are done with the exploration of the final island, and we're actually at a pretty good time, in the next episode, we will discuss our findings with the group at the street vendors. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.